Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Cyberspeak Glossary. My name is Ben Baker. I'm the director of content here at Expel, and today we are talking threat hunting in cybersecurity. That's right, threat hunting, one of the coolest sounding practices ever. All right, but first, a joke. Okay, listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I know. Honestly, I don't know why. All right, now that we've broken the ice, what is threat hunting? Here's a short version. Well, threat hunting is a proactive approach to cybersecurity. Instead of waiting for alerts to tell you something's wrong, you go looking. You dig through your environment to find signs of suspicious behavior, things your existing tools might have missed. It's part science, part detective work, and it's how you catch threats early before they become full-blown incidents. Now, let's break that down a little bit. Most cybersecurity teams today are drowning in alerts, as I'm sure you've heard or experienced, between your SIM and your EDR and your firewall logs and your cloud platforms and blah, blah, blah. It's a lot, all right? And most of it is noise. And in that noise is exactly where attackers love to hide. So threat hunting flips that script. It starts with a hunch, maybe a pattern that doesn't quite feel right, a weird spike in your network activity, or just a gut feeling that maybe something's wrong. Those gut feelings, they're important. They're important to pay attention to. And then from there, hunters build a hypothesis and test it by combing through raw telemetry, logs, and behavioral data to either prove or disprove that theory. All right. And they don't do it alone. Threat hunting works best when you've got collaboration across multiple parties, your security ops center, your incident response teams, your threat intel folks, multiple parties. Everyone brings something different to the table between their skill sets and their experiences and their history within the industry. That mix is what makes this process much stronger and more efficient. Now, depending on who you ask, there are actually two different kinds of threat hunting. So the first is IOC sweeps. This is where you're looking for known indicators of compromise, things like IP addresses or malware signatures that are tied to active campaigns. It's fast, it's reactive, and it's absolutely useful. However, by the time you're hunting based on an IOC, that threat might already be in your house. All right. So the benefit can only go so far. The second is what we like to call capital T, capital H threat hunting. All right. It's slower, it's more thoughtful, and way more tailored. At Expel, this is where we really try to stand out. Let's say a customer comes to us and says, "Hey, I'm worried about this part of my environment. I don't have proof that something's going wrong, but something feels off." That's where we roll up our sleeves and start digging. All right. We'll often go back 30 days, telemetry, and just start asking questions. What's normal? What's weird? What's different now compared to last week? And that's where the good stuff lives, right? It's not just about searching for a specific threat. It's about noticing the blip on the radar that doesn't really belong and then following that thread until we understand why it's happening. It takes longer, it's more nuanced, but our customers really value it. Why? Because it's tuned to their environment. It's not just a general list of threats that are making headlines. So why does this more proactive approach matter? Because today's attackers, again, they're hiding. They're not smashing through the front door, all right? They're not the Kool-Aid man, right? They slip in quietly. They stay hidden and wait. They're stealthy, which means we have to be persistent. We have to be creative. And honestly, we have to be a little paranoid. That's why modern security can't just be reactive. It has to be proactive. It has to hunt. And if you're looking for a partner who does both the IOC sweeps and the customized hypothesis-driven work, we'd love to show you how we do it at Expel. All right, listen, thanks for listening. You can learn more basic cybersecurity know-how at expel.com/cyberspeak. Thanks for watching again, and happy hunting, my friends.